Hello,
Hello, my name is Talita.
and I am Hyunder, and today we're going to talk about reading strategies.
What is it and for what purpose do I use?
Suppose you are taking a presentation skills class and have to deliver an oral report in a few days about the first computers ever made. You locate 6 books and 4 newspaper articles about this topic because you must be ready soon. You do not have time to read each word, but you need a large quantity of solid information.
So, what is reading strategy? Reading is a process of constructing meaning by interacting with text. As individuals read, they use their prior knowledge along with clues from the text to construct meaning. Research indicates that effective or expert readers are strategic. This means that they have purpose for their reading and adjust their reading to each purpose and for each reading task. Strategic readers use a variety of strategies and skills as they construct meaning.
A strategy is a plan selected deliberately by reader to accomplish a particular goal or to complete a given task. When students are able to select and use a strategy automatically, they have achieved independence in using the strategy, along with the strategies that expert readers use. They also use a number of comprehension and study skills. It is clear from research that readers develop the use of strategies and skill by reading and writing and being given the support they need to grow in this process.
In this video, we are going to focus on the most common strategies, skimming and scanning.
Start with skimming. This is one of tools you can use to read more in less time. Skimming refers to looking only for the general or main ideas and works best with non-fiction material. With skimming, your overall understanding is reduced because you don't read everything. You read only what is important to your purpose. Skimming takes place while reading and allows you to look for details in addition to main ideas.
But how to skim? Many people think that skimming is a haphazard process placing the eyes wherever they fall. However, to skim effectively, there has to be a structure, but you don't read everything. What you read is more important than what you leave out. So, what material do you read and what material do you leave out?
Let's say you are doing research on a long chapter or a website. By reading the first few paragraphs in detail, you will get a good idea of what information will be discussed. Once you know where the reading is headed, you can begin to read only the first sentence of each paragraph, also called the topic sentence. They give you the main idea of paragraphs. If you do not get the main idea in the topic sentence, or if the paragraph greatly interests you, then you may want to skim more.
At the end of each topic sentence, your eyes should drop down through the rest of the paragraph, looking for important pieces of information, such as names, dates, or events. Continue to read only topic sentence, dropping down through the rest of the paragraphs until you are near the end. Since the last few paragraphs may contain a conclusion or a summary, you should stop skimming and read in detail. Remember that your overall comprehension will be lower than if you read in detail. If while skimming you feel you are grasping the main ideas, then you are skimming correctly.
But be careful, because skimming is done at a fast speed with less than normal comprehension. You shouldn't skim all the time.
Skimming will help you to locate the information quickly while making sure you use your time wisely. While reading, ask yourself some questions to help you decide whether or not to skim. Is this material non-fiction? Do I have a lot to read and only a small amount of time? Do I already know something about this? Can any of the material be skipped?
If you answer yes to any of these, then skimming is a useful tool. If you have sufficient background knowledge or believe you don't need that information, then skip it. That's right. Don't read it all. Believe it or not, skipping material may sometimes be the best use of your time. If you pick and choose careful what you skim and skip, and you'll be pleasantly surprised what the large amount of information you can get through in a short period of time.
And what about scanning? Scanning is another useful tool for speeding up your reading. Unlike skimming, when scanning, you look only for a specific fact or piece of information without reading everything.
You scan when you look for your favorite show listed in the cable guide, for your friend's phone number in a telephone book, and for the sports scores in the newspaper.
For scanning to be successful, you need to understand how your materials is structured as well as comprehend what you read so you can locate the specific information you need. Scanning also allows you to find details and other information in a hurry.
Because you already scan many different types of material in your daily life, learning more details about scanning will be easy. Establishing your purpose, locating the appropriate material, and knowing how your information is structured before you start scanning is essential.
The material you scan is typically arranged in the following ways: alphabetically, chronologically, non-alphabetically, by category, or textually. Alphabetical information is arranged in order from A to Z, while chronological information is arranged in time or numerical order.
Learning to use your hands while scanning is very helpful in locating specific information. Do you do anything with your hands to locate a word in a dictionary? To find a meeting time on your calendar? To read a train or a bus schedule? Using your hand or fingers is extremely helpful in focusing your attention and keeping your place while scanning a column of material.
Let's suppose that you're looking for the time a train leaves from New York City to Washington, D.C. Then, the keywords to keep in mind are from New York City and to Washington, D.C. Now, let's review.
We are skimming to look only the general or main ideas of a text, and works best with non-fictional material because you don't read all the text. Your comprehension is reduced.
When you scan, your aim is to find specific pieces of information. For example, if you are doing the research for an oral presentation, you could scan the index of books, websites, and reference materials. You will discover whether they contain any information you want and the pages where the information can be found. That's all for today's video. I hope you guys find this information useful.
See you in the next class!